Hello, my friends. Welcome to our community Q&A. I hope your day is off to a great start. If you're new to my page, welcome. My name is Molly. I'm a registered dietitian and I specialize in reflux, GERD, LPR, digestive health. So today I'll be answering a few of your questions that have been rolling in the comments. And then as you're joining, feel free to just drop any questions that you have that you want me to answer. This is your time to connect with me, ask questions, and I would be happy to answer as best that I can. We've been getting a ton of questions on our new supplement, Sequoia Soothe. This is our reflux supplement. This supplement is designed to help support soothing the esophagus, the throat, the stomach lining. I'm so psyched about it. The ingredients are slippery elm, which you've heard me talk about so many times, which is very soothing and anti-inflammatory for the throat and the esophagus and the stomach lining. There's also DGL, which is deglycyrrhizated licorice root. So that is also very soothing. And unlike regular licorice root, DGL has the glycyrrhizanate removed, so it doesn't impact blood pressure. It also has zinc carnosine, which is excellent for tissue healing, boosting the immune system, and L-glutamine for gut integrity or intestinal permeability. So yeah, it's really excited about this. It's available worldwide, which is also really exciting because I know that there's a lot of awesome products out there that are not available worldwide. So available worldwide except for Brazil and active war zones. And I'm thrilled about it. We've been working on this for over a year, so it's really exciting to see it come to life. And I will drop the link in the description of this video, as well as in the chat if you are joining. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know what questions you guys have about reflux, gastritis. Drop your name, drop where you're joining from. One question, awesome. PJ has a question. Should you take a cup or supplement since there's zinc? I think they mean copper. Should you take a copper supplement since there's zinc in it? There isn't enough zinc in it that it would throw off your copper levels. It's a really good question because, zinc supplementation in high doses can throw off your copper levels. We kept the dosage pretty conservative so that this would not be a risk. Great question. Thanks, PJ. One question also that I've been seeing pop up a lot about Sequoia Soothe is, why is it a powder? Hey, Tuba, thanks for joining. Powder for slippery elm is the best way to take it because you want slippery elm to touch your throat and esophagus. When you take it in a capsule, it doesn't really do this. So we chose a powder. There's no added ingredients or flavor, so you can add a little bit of honey or maple syrup if you want. I recommend taking this about 30 to 60 minutes before a meal or about 1 to 2 hours after a meal. So on an emptier stomach is best. Heaven knows is a question. What advice do you have regarding a stent being put into open esophagus to eat better? Do you know of any alternatives? Is the stent being put in because of strictures? Is my first question. So let me know, heaven knows, if it's because of strictures. Strictures can be kind of like this narrowing and hardening of the esophagus because of recurring reflux. So let me know if that's why the stent is being put in or another reason. Jane Crenshaw, slippery elm capsules don't seem to help. Exactly, Jane. Yes, exactly. Capsules, the capsule form of slippery elm doesn't help as much as the powder form. You do really want to be taking it in a powder. That's going to get you the most soothing benefits for the esophagus, the throat, and also helps with stomach lining. So that idea of strictures in the esophagus is something that they are looking for when you get an endoscopy procedure. If you've had an endoscopy, let me know in the comments. But they're typically looking for that narrowing of the esophagus because it happens from persistent reflux, but actually can make your reflux worse. So it's a little bit of a vicious cycle there because recurring reflux can cause those strictures in the esophagus, but then maybe things are feeling worse from a digestive health standpoint because things are not moving down as easy. So you really, really want to be small bites, chewing well. You probably need, to really focus on mealtime hygiene. What I call mealtime hygiene is slowing down, chewing well. Small sips of water called water washes can also help things move down. Tuba, having whole wheat, roti, boils, pumpkins, bananas, dates, apples, okra, rice. This all sounds GERD friendly to me. Eggs, No, sounds GERD friendly. Okay, heaven knows this is for her sister. She had an endoscopy. Okay. Interesting about the stent. I don't hear that as frequently as dilation. Sometimes what can happen with esophageal strictures is there can be dilation, but I don't know her medical history. There may be a reason that she needs a stent. But first and foremost, I'd want to know like what caused that that stricture. Usually it's reflux, so we have to first and foremost prevent reflux. So there's going to need to be like a healing phase where she is removing the acidic foods, spicy foods, caffeine most likely, to help reduce inflammation. I would absolutely recommend she be taking something like an alginate. An alginate supplement can help to create a little gel barrier at the top of the stomach to prevent things from moving upwards. And then something like a slippery elm supplement or Sequoia Soothe could be amazingly helpful to help soothe inflammation. She also definitely wants to just be tuning into hunger and fullness. So overeating is a really big reflux trigger. So we just want to, it doesn't mean you can never be full. Like being full is so different than overeating. I'm talking like Thanksgiving dinner full. We want to avoid being that Thanksgiving dinner fullness level where we are so uncomfortable that can trigger reflux. Thanks so much for joining, everybody. Good to see you all. So one other thing that pops up a lot in my one-on-one client sessions is the holidays. Like I know that they're not here yet, so no worries, but the holidays are coming. People are getting together more frequently. There's lots of food, and you might already be thinking about this. You might already be thinking about like, how am I going to survive this holiday season? The first thing I would think about would be bring a dish you love. Bring a dish so that you know at least there's going to be one thing that helps that you know you're going to be safe with eating. So you could do something from the Flora app. You could do like a sweet potato and edamame salad. You could do like a side of turkey meatballs. You could do some roasted vegetables. Having something that you know is going to be reflux friendly and delicious and healthy for you will make those gatherings a little bit less anxiety provoking. Jasmine has a question. Explain on dosage on Sequoia Soothe. It comes with a scoop. So the dosage is 2 scoops. And what really sets Sequoia Soothe apart is that this supplement gives you enough of the ingredients you need to actually see results. I'm so sick and tired of slippery elm supplements giving you 200 milligrams of slippery elm. That's going to do nothing for you. That's not going to help. You have to take enough of these ingredients to see a difference. So in 2 scoops, you get 1,000 milligrams of slippery elm. You get 300 milligrams of DGL, 2,500 milligrams of L-glutamine, and 15 milligrams of zinc. So all of this is the right dosages for our clients. Our clients have been using these things in separate supplements, but now they can use them all in one go. Awesome. So I hope that helps. Tuba asked about magnesium oxide or glycinate better for constipation. Oxide is so much better than constipation. For constipation. Magnesium glycinate is not going to be helpful for constipation. You want to be using oxide or citrate. Joyce suffered with reflux for about 65 years, has Barrett's. I'm so glad you found my page. I would recommend starting with my reflux playlist on here. Go through all of those videos. You're going to learn a lot. I also have a full video on Barrett's. Let me see if I can pull that up and really just link it quickly for you. Barrett's is really controversial. So I really recommend, oh yes, I found it. I'm going to put the link here about Barrett's. PJ, you cannot buy the product on Amazon yet. That is not set up. I don't know if I'm going to be using Amazon. Right now, it's our website, so I dropped the link. Emmanuel, hi Molly. I'm diagnosed with esophageal hypersensitivity through the process of elimination. Reflux test came back normal. Through examination, I've also been diagnosed with muscle tension dysphonia. So, yes, muscle tension dysphonia is when the muscles of the throat can be so tight. It actually feels like reflux. It feels very painful. I, first and foremost, is going to be supporting your throat-brain connection. You've probably heard about gut-brain connection, but we need to support your throat-brain connection. The way that we do this is with daily calming the vagus nerve. So long exhales throughout the day. Deep breath in. Long exhale. 10 to 15 times a day to remind your body that you're safe. We can calm those nerves. Your nerves are basically hypersensitive. I also would be using the reflux hypnotherapy on the Flora app. Hypnotherapy is incredible for hypersensitivity. I would definitely be using the hypnotherapy on the Flora app. There is a risk-free trial on the Flora app. I'll drop the link here. Daily stress management. So thinking about what are the things that cause me stress and how can I, it's not that we can eliminate the things that cause us stress, but how do we have routines in place to help us manage stress and to help us feel grounded? That's the most important thing. You really want to chew your food super well too, because with hypersensitivity, anything moving through the esophagus, if it's like a little bit sharp or not chewed well, it can also kind of scratch on those nerves. And we want to just reduce how much those nerves are being sensitized. So can be really helpful to really slow down and chew well. Sister was diagnosed with cat. I would definitely ask the surgeon that question. Okay, this is Heaven Knows Sister. Got it. So this might not be actually reflux, a large mass on the esophagus. This sounds like a growth. So it may not be reflux in this scenario. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining this Q&A. I so appreciate your questions. Thank you for showing up. I hope that it was helpful. And any other questions, be sure to join me next week, same time, and I will chat with you soon. Take care, everybody.